Today we're back at Tri-Nant, and you may be able to hear alarms going off left, right and centre because there's about 6 pegs occupied and each one has got an alarm. We are under our old faithful oak tree where underarm casting only is possible. My 2 rods out towards the island, Will's 2 rods, one in the margin and one towards the end of the island. It's not a competition between me and Will today. We don't usually issue results, but he's won up already with a bream that came in, weighed in at exactly £3. I'll put a photo up of that. And the competition today is between methods really. We're both on method feeders. Will is using, amongst all our glugs and wafters and things, Will is sticking to his Ringer's pink wafters. I'll just open that to show you. He's used these well, all through the last winter really to great success. They're listed as 10mm and clearly they're not 10mm diameter, they're 10mm in length. And as I say, he's used those and I've used them as well all through the winter, spring and into the summer. And then we use sticky pellets. We don't mess around with bringing pellets to the bankside and wetting them and waiting 1/4 of an hour for them to dry out. We just use sticky pellets, and Will uses his ever faithful pink haze, or is it Sonubaits fluoro haze over the top of the sticky pellets. Now, I've read recently and have started trying, in fact 2 days ago, started using a different bait on my method feeder and used it at Hazel Court only 2 days ago and caught 7 carp, 2 bream, the biggest bream £4, the biggest carp 8.5, and one of the carp was a koi. Well, it was a cross between a koi and a common. And what I've been using is 8mm Bandam Wafters Power Scopex. First time I've ever used Power Scopex. These, just undo it if I can. Tar. Thank you. Well, these have been, as you can see, they're wet. They're yellow or red. I started using yellow to stand out against the sticky pellets, and then later on at Hazel Court started using the red in the hope that it would, well, they call it match the hatch, and both were successful. So today I've got one out on yellow, one out on red. I say they're wet because they've been soaked in Sonubaits bait booster, again Power Scopex, and a big bottle of glug there, PVA friendly, but we're not using PVA bags today. And then when that goes out on top of the sticky pellets, we've got Sonubaits again, Power Scopex haze, which needs to be shaken each time, otherwise it gets a bit liquidy. Right, so as I say, 1-0 to Will. Let's see how the rest of the day goes.